Star Wars 7x7 episode 2500. Yeah, really, 2,500 episodes. It's not like season 2 episode 500 or season 25 episode 0 or anything like that. No, it is actually 2,500 episodes. And this one is special, but we're also going to postpone a little bit of the special of it, and I'll explain in just a moment. Punch it. Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voyot, and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy. And thank you so much for joining me for it. So here we are, 2,500 episodes, and whether you are listening to this episode as your very first episode, or whether you have been around for all 2,500 plus, because there's an episode 0, and there are bonus episodes, and blah, blah, blah. But regardless of how long you've been around for these, whether you're listening on your favorite audio podcast app or you've been checking it out on YouTube, I'm so grateful that you listen to this show in any way that you happen to decide to do it. I'm recording this on the day prior to this episode dropping, so May 7th is when I'm actually recording this, and that day also happens to be 2 months exactly until I hit the 7-year anniversary of the show, which is rather shocking in its own right. Yeah, it's been 6 years and 10 months of daily episodes of Star Wars 7x7, which is also just, oh man, time flies when you're having fun with this stuff, I'll say. And in addition to all of the show milestones and all of the Star Wars storytelling milestones that have happened over the past 2,500 episodes, there have been a lot of personal milestones and interesting challenges as well, like, getting COVID and getting skin cancer and surviving both of those, which has been such a relief and a blessing. And much better and happier things, like the fact that today my younger son is actually getting his black belt in karate. My older son has already achieved that, and so now my younger son is completing what has been a 6.5-year journey to achieve his black belt ranking in karate. And so, yeah, it's a beautiful day for a number of reasons. And I'd like to take a couple of moments here on the show to say thank you specifically to a group of people who have helped make this show possible over the years. It's the patrons who support the show at patreon.com/SW7x7. Their contributions not only help keep the lights on and pay for the hosting and all that fun stuff, but it even serves as a moral support situation. The notion that what I'm putting out in the world is actually of worth of value. Of course, the podcast is always going to be free. It's always going to be available for you to grab on your Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Overcast and YouTube, for free. And that is all wonderful. And I'm so grateful that you listen, even if you don't do that. But if you are able to help support the show from that financial perspective, from the moral support perspective, that is a wonderful and deeply appreciated thing as well. And so I want to say thank you to the patrons of the show who are, currently patrons, and this is from a, oldest to newest situation, starting with Fred Butler and Dennis Keithley and Tim McMahon, as well as David Vanderhoof and Robbie Latham and Brian Fontaine. Then we have our young, and I'm just, giving the names as I'm allowed to say them, basically for public consumption. Doug Howard, Hendrik Zimmett, Peter Janling, Bobby Gordon, Bill Beinitz, all of those folks have been patrons of the show going back to 2016, like a long time. And as for other folks who are, slightly more recent by comparison, we have Nathan Lancy and Doug Kenyon, Andreas Binzenhofer and John Frost and R.A., Kevin Kane, Andrew Keene, Cedric Mitchell, Jonathan Ashley, Tony Sturgeon, Gaminette, Daniel Dye, Morton Bay, Clay Musser, Pamela Johnson, Christoph Verschier, Beth Karetnik, Joshua Luhy, KT Glitz, Chris Balfour, Adele Burney, Andy Lemire, Josh Most, Susanna, Chris Maestro, Jacqueline, just Jacqueline, Rachel Ann Murphy, Camilla Valenzuela, Ryan O'Loughlin, Jack Tway, Muriel Forer, Christina Riley, Jared Gorman, Heather, just Heather, and Jason Horner, and the latest addition to the Patreon Roll of Honor, TJ Barber, who became a patron recently. TJ, thank you so much. Jason, thank you so much. Heather, Jared, Christina, everybody who is a patron of the show, and for everybody listening who is no longer a patron too, thank you so much for your support, past, present, and future. I'm so grateful for it. Your belief in me and belief that I'm the right person to bring a daily dose of Star Wars joy into this world means so much to me and really does matter more than words could express in this episode or any other. It really does become the thing that I draw on whenever I'm coming to the podcast at the end of a long day and knowing that the promise is to deliver that daily dose of Star Wars joy. I still, after 2,500 episodes, have never sat down and thought, I don't want to do this. I've only ever sat down and thought, oh my gosh, I'm really tired. How am I going to bring what I need to bring to this? But your support really has been the support that I draw on in the times when I need it most. So thank you so very much. And I will be doing more to mark the occasion of hitting 2,500 episodes. And hopefully I'll do it before we get to the 7-year anniversary. But if not, then we'll mark it at the 7-year anniversary. We'll do something really cool and fun then. But for now, I gotta get ready for a black belt ceremony because there's a lot that goes on in the background for preparing for these things. And I forgot from the last time that we did it. So, goodness, life marches ever on. And that is where we're going to leave this show for today, with my deep and undying gratitude to you for being here with me, whether it's every day, every week, for the last month, year, 6 years and 10 months. I'm so grateful that you're here anytime that you are. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. And I'll ask one thing. If you enjoy this and you know of people who would also enjoy it, please do share it with your favorite Star Wars friends, with your network, on any social media, even your offline network, whatever that may be. The more people to whom I can bring this daily dose of Star Wars joy, the better. So thank you very much for considering that. And as always, may the Force be with you, wherever in the world you may be.
7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2021 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.